So, SMG4 characters. So as we know, as a TV show goes on, books, or even a movie franchise, characters kind of start to dip in quality. This probably isn't a problem for every series out there, but in SMG4's case, it kind of is. SMG4 has been going on for around 15 years now, so of course that's gonna happen. But let me just say that every character hasn't entirely gone downhill. I think Bob is still a good character. I think Swag and Chris are still good characters. Luigi's practically just been the same. There are characters like the anti-cast, which I feel like have a lot of missed potential behind them. Karen's alright, not particularly my favorite. Shroomy is a decent side character. I'm not a big fan of Psycho, I just think her character really lacks a lot to her. I'm not the biggest fan of Melanie, she doesn't even really do anything anymore, she's just been kinda just thrown out. I don't really like how Boopkins has devolved as a character. I miss the days when he was just this weird guy that people were uncomfortable around. I'm probably missing a lot of other characters, like some of the older ones like Bowser and Toad, but they don't really show up anymore and I can't say anything about them. But I wanted to make this video to talk about how I feel like SMG4 characters have sorta just dipped in quality. I'm talking about a select few characters here. I was planning on making separate videos talking about some of these characters, but doing a video talking about most of them here just works better, I feel. So starting off with SMG4, let me just say this now, 4 is not an unlikable bad character because he built a castle about himself. He just comes off as a real self-centered prick in some videos. Back in the day, SMG4 used to be a character that just lived in the castle and was the straight man character. But guess what? He's not that character anymore. Not too much. Now SMG4 is a YouTuber that wants to get views and kinda comes off as just a self-centered prick that only cares about himself. He's also a meme addict too. So his character has basically changed and now he's just YouTuber meme addict. I did actually start noticing these details more and more, especially in the recent episode. And he just, again, like I've said, comes off as a self-centered prick. It kinda just feels like he only does stuff for his own personal game and doesn't care about his friends in the slightest. I just find it to be kinda strange seeing his character just evolve into such a thing. I guess it can be funny, but it's really not what his character is. He used to just be some dude that lived in the castle and now he's a meme addict. Not much else for me to add on to that. Next, we're gonna get into SMG3. I think he could still be an enjoyable character, but I don't really like what he's turned into. It's fine that he's now not a villain anymore, but I kinda miss that. There's just certain things I just don't really like, the whole Baka crap. It's kinda cringy. Him drawing SMG4 in a notebook with him. I don't know, man, I just don't really like it. I guess it's cool seeing him have his own cafe and kinda treat himself to such a high regard. And I do kinda like seeing him trash on SMG4, but he's dipped a little bit. Mario is now just a man baby. He's just more annoying now. Probably not the best example, but in Who Let the Chomp Out, Mario basically let the chomp out. But in the end, he does fix that issue, and it makes him kinda likable a little bit. There were other episodes like Hotel Mario, and that does sorta make Mario even more of a likable character a bit. What I'm saying is that there's far more to him than just being an idiot. There are times in the modern era where he can be kinda likable, I guess. But nowadays, he mostly just does annoying crap or just annoys his friends to a point where they don't like him, which I kinda understand, but that also makes his friends kinda unlikable too. Not really anything else I need to add on to that. There were 2 more characters I wanted to bring up, Meggy and Tari. Meggy is just kind of a plank of wood now. Her inclusion in episodes just kinda come off as unnecessary. If you just remove her, the videos would be practically the same. There are times where she can come off as unlikable, but that's been basically fixed. You don't see that as much as you used to. They haven't really done too much with her. She just kinda just stands around with the main cast of characters and just does stuff with them. Not much to add on to that. Tari is a really disappointing case of a character. I've already gone over it before, but Tari felt like she was gonna go through some development, but then she reverted back to being a scaredy cat, or what I like to call Girl Luigi. They did establish that she did get a job, but I don't expect them to do anything with it. Maybe they will, but I'm not holding my breath. She's practically just reverted back to being the same character she's always been, and I'm disappointed about it. So that's basically all. I did want to just make a video talking about this, because personally I don't see these characters really going anywhere in the future. I think they're practically just going to stay the same. And I just think it's just really interesting seeing where the channel might be going. But I just wanted to make this video because I think it would work 10 times better instead of me just making individual videos talking about certain characters. So that's it for me. I'll see you guys next time, and bye.